Hey everyone. So I am currently at New Eden in my tiny house, and I'm in the middle of my group leadership experience here, where I am training a group of 30 facilitators in the art of circle work, heart IQ circle work, group dynamics, trauma-informed somatic practice to meet on a personal, interpersonal and transpersonal level, studying the tools and the communication frameworks, the structure of how to become a circle facilitator. And not everybody here is necessarily a professional facilitator. So we have several people here who are beautifully in the space to heal, to embody, to deepen, to connect. And yeah, it's just been a remarkable, a rich few days so far. I'm really proud of all the facilitators who have been in the hot seat. The hot seat is a specific role we have in this event, where certain sessions are led by a hot seat facilitator, and they're supervised and co-creating the experience with myself. So I'm kind of in a secondary or meta position there to offer support, questioning, allowing reflections to come, so I can, steer, but from a distance. And if it's not necessarily to like stay more further back, to allow the facilitator to make mistakes, to have me there as a resource, an ally in this practice and in this process. And I'm just left with so much gratitude. I was in the circle today and I was like, I'm so happy. It sounds like such a simple thing to say. Like, I just feel really, really happy right now in my life. And I don't know, it just feels so good to be me right now. It sounds a bit weird. And I feel very grateful that I get to do what I do and have this as my purpose and my career, to meet magic every day, to support people in touching their soul gift, and for, to see them becoming who they knew they always were, but maybe not knowing how to reach that, especially the multi-dimensional beings that I seem to attract. It's really hard to be met in normal everyday life. But here they're met, and feels a blessing to be part of their journey, both in transformation, but also to be there as a mentor to support them in a very unique skill that I don't see being taught anywhere else in the world. It's a real blessing. It's a real blessing. And what's really touching me is every single facilitator that is in session, they have a unique way of reading, feeling, and training and activating the field, the group that they're in. And it's so beautiful to help them realize how to access their unique way of finding their superpower and having them honor their unique essence, rather than try to just do it like I do it, or how the next or the previous person does it, or their own self-perceived idea of perfection, to allow themselves to be messy, to get it wrong, to mess up gracefully, to receive feedback and to grow both personally and professionally. Because sitting in the hot seat is one of the most profound personal journey. Whether you ever become a trained facilitator is less relevant. What's amazing is that your inner world becomes reflected in the circle. It's like all your parts show up there. So it's an amazing mirror. And I've never seen a more potent personal healing and transformational tool than to sit in a facilitator training of hard AQ circle work, because the reflections are just so absolutely penetrating to the core that are life-changing, because it offers insight into blind spot and an instant upgrade. We get so many imprints as we see other nervous systems around us opening, deepening, daring, exposing, revealing. And every single person that takes space is basically us. We are them, you know, and they are us. And we get to integrate all the wonderful medicine from everybody's space taking. And I notice I'm getting a lot of questions here, but I also get it, you know, through the website and through emails. It's like, when is the next facilitator training? Because many of you know that this was the last group leadership experience. It got sold out. And then the question naturally arises, like, what's happening next? And I made the theme of this particular event around shadow work. And one of the reasons why is it was very alive in the field, it's alive in my life, but it's also alive as there is a creation that is happening. And I wanted to share it with you guys. So I am collaborating with Maanee Chrystal. She is an expert somatic psychotherapist and shadow work expert. And together we are co-facilitating a retreat that's happening here in New Eden, where we're going to combine the profound transpersonal circle work of hard IQ with the somatic trauma-informed work that allows for deeply regulated nervous systems to just go to these places safely and enjoyably and have profound results. And we're doing this event August the 15th to the 21st, and it's called the Somatic Shadow Work Facilitator Training. And it's our level 1 foundational experience. It's a week long, and it's for those who are either wanting to or currently on the coaching path, the facilitator path, the counseling path, the therapist path, and who want to incorporate more group work in transformational shadow methodology and protocols to safely kind of bring in magic into group spaces. So I'm really excited about that. So we opened registration. I'll share a link in the post so you guys can check it out, and if you're interested you can apply. We're not saying yes to everybody, because this is kind of a select, or I should say it's a specific frequency, and we want to make sure that we curate the audience and the group to make sure that there's capacity and readiness to dive deep into these pieces. But yeah, so looking forward to that in August. And in terms of a longer form container, like the next certified training, I put that on pause for now because I am working with Rachel Rickards, and we're kind of like in a partnership. And next year, there's going to be a new field facilitator training in the UK. And I believe there's going to be another one happening in Germany again. And I really feel like this is a place where I can bring the gifts to those facilitators on a foundational level to plant and land and develop their skill set. And then I was thinking about developing a very specific, like, what do you call that? It's for those who have established themselves in their foundational practice, there's an opportunity to take a track to deepen in specific circle skills. But one of the things that I've noticed is that sometimes when I teach facilitator training, the facilitators don't always have the basics down, their embodiment down, their self-connection down, their ability to just be regulated to the point where they can attune and feel the space. And I'm not necessarily the one to teach all those skills. But once somebody's established and have gone through that, it feels like then I'm ready to meet that person on a journey of deepening their group dynamics and to go into the mastery of advanced group work for those who feel they want to specialize in that. So I feel like creating a real specialty course for facilitators who've already gone through a lot of their own training. So I want to work with the advanced practitioners who want to excel and master this art. So yeah, that's to be continued. That's next year. But for now, the next facilitator training, like I said, is the somatic shadow work on August the 15th to the 21st. Yeah, and if you're feeling a resonance with it, I hope you'll join us. So with that, I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to get back. We're going to do a debrief now. And yeah, I'll see you and share an update with you in a few days. Remember, there's a community call happening on May the 30th, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday night, we're gathering as the Heart IQ community. If you've not yet signed up to get access to these calls, just go to heartiq.org and sign up for free. It's a great opportunity for us to drop in. We only do it once a month, last Tuesday of every month. It'll be great to see you there. All right, take care.